Lay. Sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Kane is in the building.
Yeah. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up.
Samuels, and I'm here to tell you about my involvement in sports and where I started from. I first started with track and field in Jamaica from grade 1 going all the way up to grade 6 in Jamaica doing track and field, and then I came here in middle school where here I continued doing my track and field. I became the city champion here in middle school. I also went to Offside High School. And I also went abroad in the US for a year where I competed in Atlanta in track and field doing the 100, 200, and 400, where I also get 4 gold medals and I also get 2 silver medals. And my dream and my goal in the future is to be an Olympian.
Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. Show goes on. Alright.
My name is Dylan Langell. I have a question to you. The relationship that has influenced me would be my parents. They got me into sports young. Baseball, hockey, most of them except swimming. Hockey was a big one in my house. My dad's a Leafs fan, my mom's a Habs fan, and they just the fighting. So honestly, that's why I love playing hockey, listening to it, watching it. My mom specifically got me into baseball at a young age, so I've been playing for 16 years. And I can say like the relationship I have with my parents in the sport has made me the man I am today.
Nathan Horton lets go of the pass, and that is a late hit by Aaron Rome after Nathan Horton had distributed that puck to Milan Lucic.
Eddie, that's Rule 48 personified, the blind side hit to a vulnerable player with contact to the head with the left shoulder.
My name is Michael Ravel, and I'm here to talk about one positive and one negative key moment that happened to me in sport. So my one positive, I'd say, is I made an OHL training camp once, and that was probably the coolest experience for me as an athlete. It was a culmination of all of my hard work over 15 years of playing hockey, and that turned directly into a negative when I experienced my around 7th concussion and had to retire from the sport 2 preseason games into camp. So yeah, the negative could have been less negative nowadays with the introduction of Rowan's Law. It could have saved me a lot of grief and really turned that negative experience into something a little less than that.
Hey, so my name is Sebastian Fazio, here to talk to you about what motivates me to watch sport and what shaped my interest. What shaped my interest in sport would be just from a young age. You know, my parents really pushed me on sports, bring me to the rink at a very young age, maybe 5, 6. You know, imagine being 5, 6 going to play hockey at 7 in the morning. So I guess their passion kind of came onto me. Friends included, even you have school when they talk about the latest thing that the Olympics. I remember the 2010 Olympics. We were watching it. I was in elementary school. We were watching it, in school. So that kind of your interest continues to grow and grow, and your passion continues to grow and grow every year. What motivates me to watch sports, I would say my favorite team. There's no better feeling than when you have a favorite team that wins a championship. There's no better feeling than winning that championship and having your friends too. For example, when the Raptors won the championship in June, celebrating with them, going downtown Toronto, there's no better feeling than that. So it starts off with your friends, goes to your family, then it becomes a city, then it becomes a country. So there's no better feeling than that, and I think that's what kind of really shaped my interest in sports and motivates me to watch sports. I think your favorite team, I think that's the best way to end it. My favorite team is the reason why I'm motivated and interested in sports.
want to discuss what power means to me and how it's influenced my participation and involvement in sport. So to me, power is the ability for a person to get other people to do what it is that they want them to do. And obviously it has a plethora of applications, but the way that it has impacted my involvement and participation in sport is that throughout my life I've been coached by many different people. And as a result, I've experienced people using different types of power. I've had coaches that have used coercive power, holding negative consequences over your head constantly, and I found that that had a very negative impact on my involvement in sport. It caused me to pull away, to not want to be involved, to not want to participate. But on the flip side, I've had coaches that were able to use the kind of leadership and power that I respect and that I can view as being, legitimate. And that was something that really influenced me, not only just in participation and involvement in sport, but it gave me something that I wanted to model the way that I used power and my position in sport.
We're not going to have a chance to win. Jesus Christ, how much time do we have to talk about it? If that's all the juice we have as far as competing against that team, we will get killed tonight.
So my thoughts on the government's involvement in sport now compared to a child have dramatically changed, knowing as me being a child playing baseball, running the fields, I really wasn't thinking about how the government is involved with me playing, because obviously now looking at it, they do so much that young kids and us adults can keep playing, giving us permits to get a field to play baseball, softball, and all that other stuff. And with funding, knowing that the city of Toronto is in debt, we all know that, and they funnel money and more money for sports to keep the sport teams going, because for us, it's a social aspect. We like watching sports, going out, drinking with our friends to watch the Leafs. Like the home openers tonight, I'm going home and watching it. And knowing that it's interesting seeing how much it's changed, and now being where I am, seeing how much they are involved.
So I would say that the one way that my thinking about sport has changed as a result of this course so far is that I now view things, sport specific obviously, as more than just the game. Previously I would look at a game or a championship or a team and I'd think, oh, that's really cool, like they just won something, they just played this game. And I would never really take a second to analyze or look into how they got there, what kind of funding went into that, what administrative bodies were part of that, what kind of experiences do these players have, the staff, the trainers that led them to be where they are today. And I feel like that's going to be the most significant thing for me, is the fact that like this course has given me the opportunity to view sport as more than just people playing something. It goes so much deeper than that. And it's really, really changed my perspective and my thinking about sports.
It was absolutely wonderful. Red Deer did an amazing job. All the staff was incredible. All the volunteers were amazing. The tournament was great. It was awesome hockey, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of it.